So let's start at verse 18 says, "For I know that nothing good dwells in me, that is in my flesh. For I have the desire to do what is right, but not the ability to carry it out. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep doing." And now he goes and speaks about what actually.
I'm going to stop right there. Now, and the evil that I don't, I keep doing. Oh, is Paul admitting to practicing? He's keep on going with this sin? Well, he made the differential that when I sin, it's no longer I who sin, but sin that dwells in me. And the work of Christ, our death with Christ, we're crucified with him. The flesh has been crucified. He's not trying to reform it. He's not trying to make it better. He's put it to death, and then he's given us his righteousness, united us with Christ in the Spirit, where we will one day be in a place in which righteousness dwells, according to the book of Peter, but it's not here. This isn't the place where righteousness dwells. We're not supposed to regard people according to flesh and look at it as though, let me look at my righteous meter. Are they righteous enough?
So according to him, Paul is not saved. Because I think Paul just said he practiced sin.
Yeah, I keep the sin that I hate, I keep on doing. Some translations say practice.
What I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
And they always want you to rely on their Greek understanding too. Well, here, look at the Greek. Well, I can tell you that there's other scholars in Greek will tell you different things. That's the problem when people try to revert to a different language that they don't speak fluently themselves, and they're trying to. A lot of times they're just importing their own legalistic meaning into that, into their interpretation of Greek, and they want you to accept it. Well, I can trust that the translators who actually translated understood Greek better than you did, and they used the English words that were appropriate to translate it over to. So, it's like your Greek is better than the translators, apparently.
I have a Greek concordance right here. All he's doing is reading the Greek version of the ESV, because I'm looking at the Greek version of 1 John 3:9, and let's check it out. It says, "Whosoever is born of God commits sin not, doth, or seed his in him remaineth, and he cannot sin, because of God he is born." So that's the Greek rendering of the KJV on 1 John 3:9. Doesn't say practice.
Yeah.
I love that, because then they can make that small delineation between them and the other people. Oh, look, I'm not practicing sin, but you are. No, they are practicing sin, and on that day they'll be found a worker of iniquity. You who practice lawlessness, as the other translations say in Matthew 7. They're not in Christ. I mean, if the blood doesn't cover all your sin, just because you sinned at some varying rate that differs from the next man, that's just going to be found as a multitude of sins without Christ.